Tales of broken dreams and unfulfilled promises punctuated the somber mood at the Chiromo mortuary as families tried to identify bodies of police officers killed in Saturday's bandit attack in Samburu. At least 4 bodies remain unidentified as grief-stricken families view the bodies of their loved ones. KTN's Wilkisanyabo reports on the unending agony for tens of families.
A mother's grief running deep. So deep that she can only express it in song.
22 years.
Nora Owenga had just emerged from the Chiromo mortuary chamber where she positively identified her son's body. And the news that he was one of the officers who perished in Saturday's attack in Baragoi sunk in for the first time since she heard it on Saturday. At the time of his death, Boaz Owenga was only 22. Meters away for the second day, Joseph Ochieng camped outside the mortuary, waiting for news of the whereabouts of his nephew. Duncan Omolo had barely spent 3 months in Samburu when the attack occurred. The young police officer graduated from the Administration Police Training College in Embakasi on the 7th of August and was posted to Samburu shortly thereafter. He only had time for one short visit to his widowed mother in Rongo before he set off for his new post. During his last conversation with his cousin last Thursday, he spoke of the difficulties he faced.
Ilikuwa shida sana mtu kama yeye ambaye hakuwa amezoea huko mahali kwenye ametoka amekaa sana bila kuona mambo kama hizo.
Despite the hardships encountered during the 15 months of training, Omolo and other recruits were eagerly awaiting their first salaries.
Pesa yao ya kwanza sijui hawajapewa bado. Juu wanapewa baada ya mwezi mtatu.
We were informed that Duncan had left behind no wife or children, but had had a fiancée with whom he had graduated from the Administration Police College. It was she who informed his family about his death, dissuading them from their search at the Kenyatta National Hospital. These 3 family members now tasked with finding Duncan's body. But this would prove complicated. 24 bodies were airlifted to Nairobi and taken to the Chiromo mortuary. A number of these bodies had already been identified before arrival. But questions arose in the case of the bodies that reportedly came without identification tags.
That
one goes through the government pathologist to know if they are going to carry out fingerprints or DNA test.
By Wednesday morning, the remains of 3 officers had been identified by family members and released for burial, while 4 of the unknown had also been positively identified. Omolo's relatives watching as other families came and left, burdened with both grief and the agony of not knowing where his body is.
Haja yetu kubwa ni kuhakikisha ako hapa. Ndio sasa tuwe na mpango kama familia.
The families of a section of police officers are here to find closure in the sight of the bodies of their loved ones, yet many here nurse the hope that the list of the dead will be proved wrong, at least in the case of their relatives. Reporting for KTN in Nairobi, I'm Wilkisanyabo.